Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we declared war on Sweden, they hired mercenaries and moved faster than we expected, and we had some bad rolls, resulting in our best commander dying. Things are looking grim, there's no doubt about it, but we'll see. Oh, and we've got these guys brewing as well. Actually, in Thelemark, that's not ideal. If they were over here, I would say that this is a good thing. With them being all the way over here, it's much less likely to be a good thing. So that's definitely a thing. When is that poaching outrage going to go away? September? They can send their ultimatum before that. Okay, well, we'll see what ends up happening here. These guys are just kind of running around. They embarked and then disembarked, which I find fascinating. He's also negative on prestige, which is also fascinating because what that means is he is not going to be able to reinforce the non-mercenary men-at-arms that he has here. We can reinforce our men-at-arms, so that's a good thing. Now, we cannot currently hire any mercenaries. We can't afford it. We can't hire holy orders either because we're not at war with someone of a hostile faith. We would love to hire these guys. That's not currently an option. I'm not sure what he's doing here. Now, we're retreating up to here, and we're going to immediately turn around and head down towards Helgum. We are going to need a new commander. This guy has faith hostility advantage. We may be better off with one of these other guys. We'll consider it. We need to turn around and come back, though, and we're reinforcing over here. Now, he's taking attrition. We are currently not. And keep in mind, this is only battle war score. So far, that's not too bad. He's grouped together, but is heading towards the mountains, which is interesting. This is probably not good for him, actually. Now, we do have this guy who has advantage in mountains, and he's a cautious leader. But he has a lot less advantage here. I'm guessing this +4... Yeah, I don't think the +4 is worth the advantage loss, the commander advantage loss. But them heading into the mountains like this is probably an issue for them. Our men-at-arms are fully reinforced at this time, but note that his are not. And again, that is because he is currently negative on his prestige and continuing to lose more. So this is actually, to some degree, to our advantage to lose these battles. Now, he doesn't appear to want to fight us here. We will probably lose this battle. But I still think that this is something that we want. Now, ticking war score is beginning to be against us. We're going to head in here. And actually, he's running away, which is fascinating to me. Now, he would get the defensive here instead of us. We don't want to fight him there, but we are going to pursue him. We have numbers on him now. He would still have defending in Taiga, and he has a better army commander, which is not ideal. Yeah, that would be even worse, as I thought. Okay, so these guys are going to try to revolt. We're going to grant them a tax lien, actually. I don't want to have to fight these guys at this moment. And that does actually mean that we lose a bunch of control over here. This control will come back up, but that'll take time. It's not ideal under any circumstances. So I don't actually want to fight these guys right now, but I do want to pursue them. Ah, now that's some interesting timing there. Okay. We weren't able to catch them there, but they're embarking. They are embarking. We would be considered the defenders here. Let's give this a go. We're probably going to end up losing this, to be clear. but that's fine. We accept this. And yeah, so we're going to retreat from this fairly soon, probably like now, and we're going to retreat in good order so that we don't retreat, hopefully, as far away. That's further than I hoped. For sure. Okay. I was hoping that we'd retreat here, and then the plan was to come back over here once they embarked and start sieging. At some point, we're going to start winning these fights. The question is, does ticking war score kick in too thoroughly before then? And the answer to that is possibly. However, they just sailed off. Like, down this way. I don't know what their plan is. But we're going to turn around as soon as we're done retreating up here. This is definitely further than I wanted to retreat. We're going to turn around and hit them down here. Okay, so they're actually sieging over here. This is acceptable. They're a long ways away from where we want to be. We're going to head in over to here. And 4340 is the supply limit. That's good to know. So, once we take this, ticking war score will no longer be on their side. And that's what's important. Will it be on our side? I don't think so. I think in order to have it be on our side, we would need to have more of this. But it will not be on their side, which is what is most important right now. And we're going to be continuing to reinforce. They're going to be continuing to take some attrition over here. Most importantly, their men-at-arms are taking attrition. That is what's most important right now. And note that we're positive on prestige right now. That's actually really, really good. I didn't expect to be positive on prestige here, but I love it. Okay, so we're going to move in over to here. And now we are going to split off these levy units here, around 2,000. They're going to head down over here, and we're going to put in a siege commander. Okay. These guys will continue to reinforce and just kind of chill and not take attrition. These are taking attrition. These are not. But we'll begin our siege here. We had a pretty good first tick there. Let's see how these other siege events go. Stalemate. Now these guys are, I think, currently ahead of us in the siege. That's okay. We can grab a new perk here, and we are a Majesty focus. We need to go down this tree here. Monthly prestige per dread will do. Okay. It doesn't actually matter if they beat us here on this siege. This siege is far more valuable than this one. So we should be okay. Yeah, I'm pretty content with this. So we can ignore this person and steal her ideas, and that's what we'll do. We failed to manipulate her. That's okay. Excellent. Ooh, that was a good siege tick. We had a good tick there. We're actually ahead of them on the siege now. Beautiful. So this is going to turn this war score by at least, like, 30%. That's going to be a big deal. A very, very big deal. Then we're going to head down here next. As soon as we're done with this. And these guys are losing supplies here, so we should actually split them in half. And so we shall. We're going to send half of those units over here. Actually, over, like, here. And then the other half will go up here, I guess. Actually, we could have these guys siege if we wanted to, and do a double siege over here. They seem content to just siege. They had a good siege tick there, but it's okay. We have 20 days left here, and they have 30. Cool. So we're going to start up a siege over here. We have a siege leader there. And now we're going to come over here. Excellent. So that did indeed get rid of the ticking war score, and that got us 7%. Acceptable. After they succeed this, I expect that they're going to walk up and try to contest this. Yes. To that end, we are backing off. And we are going to resupply up over this way. Up by our territory. I want to select these guys. There we go. So we're backing off and resupplying. And raising up additional troops, if we can get them in time. Okay, they're up over here. Now, I don't expect ticking to be on our side at this time. We need these guys to resupply. They're thinking about starting a siege over here. This would be foolish for them, in my opinion. They do have their Huskarls at full strength. Not entirely sure what their plan is here. Not entirely sure at all. Okay. Well, we're just going to hop in over this way. Now that winter is over. Unfortunately, supply limits are very low over here. We are being raided. This is to be expected. They were thinking about starting this siege, but they're just kind of running in circles. We just inherited a castle somewhere. Which one did we inherit? Out over here? No. A counselor was killed during a raid. Oh, our wife is imprisoned. Okay. Well, that would cause a problem for sure. Yeah, our spouse is not available. So our spouse got imprisoned. I'm not sure where she was, but sure. We could just divorce her. Done. And we'll find a new one with good stewardship. We want us, and no, I want to find spouse. There we go. Perfect. We're going to lose 300 prestige from this, but we are positive in prestige, so it should be okay. Done. And we're going to set her onto managed domain. So that actually means we could get another one. These raiders are walking in here, and we could go fight them, actually. These guys are still running around over here kind of pointlessly. We're going to fight these raiders, and this will net us a good amount of prestige. And then we can turn around and come over here. Now, this guy has taken huge amounts of attrition. Like, insane amounts of attrition. Oh, we captured a banner there. It will make a fine addition to our collection, or we could destroy it for additional prestige. And we're going to do that. Perfection. We're going to come back over here. Now, these sieges are going to finish up. They're a little spread out over here. Supply-wise, we're doing okay. It's not great. We've definitely turned this war around, so that's good. If only there were supply limits over here. There will be in this county. To some degree, anyway. So we'll get this finished up. Or actually, this is two different counties. Now, they're sieging over here. Let's go ahead and start walking over. See if we can get them to give up on that siege. This siege will finish up as well. So we're going to head over here. We're not going to actually fight them. But we are going to position. We're going to posture here. Okay, they finished this siege. These guys are going to finish up. And they're going to head up here. Oh, we seized a fine sword. That's nice. They finished this siege as well. We're going to group these guys together as soon as they arrive. Then we're going to head in here. Now, I expect these guys to turn around. And we're going to bring in our reinforcements eventually. Defending a river crossing, huh? Okay. Yeah, these guys are going to turn around, but we caught this force over here. Excellent. These guys are going to be pretty late. Now, they're going to try to come in up here and cut off our reinforcements. We're going to not bring in our reinforcements then. Which means that they don't reinforce either. So that's a victory. And then we're going to come over here and bring in reinforcements here as well. I don't expect them to win this under any circumstances. Our court grandeur level has decreased. That's probably to be expected. We should probably think about... We don't have any artifacts available there. Okay. We could open our inventory and use this fine sword as our weapon. Yeah, that'll do. So we won this fight as expected, and we're going to group these guys together for the moment. Although, actually, I shouldn't have done that. We're going to split these back off around like this. These guys are going to come up here. We're going to give them their siege leader. And then these guys are going to come down here. We're just taking back this territory for the moment. But we've swung this back pretty handily in our favor. So that's excellent. We're going to siege back these territories. And how long is that going to take? Not very is the answer. Cool. So then we're going to come down here and siege some of this as well. Now this guy is in another war, a Liberty War. That's not relevant to us, but that will keep him distracted. So that's good. And currently we are positive in our occupied holdings war score. Hang on a moment, cap 150. Oh my. Okay, that's interesting. Well, we're going to finish up these sieges. They won't take too much longer. And we are going to need ticking war score eventually, but for now, this is fine. These guys will be finishing up here, and they will head down to this location as soon as they're done. That said, this army exists. And we're going to head over. These guys will be done soon. I want to check. Okay, yeah, this is their whole force. So these guys will head down here and siege. And we're going to walk over this way. And not allow this siege to happen. There's no way we're going to allow this. Excellent. So we're going to catch half of this force. This is a huge deal. Absolutely huge. This is fine. These guys are actually going to turn around. This is foolish. They should not do this. They're going to get caught now too. So we're going to catch them as well. Now we didn't stack wipe that, but that's okay. 14 months on this siege, but that's actually the peasant uprising there. We're going to hop in over here. And we'll get that done. Excellent. So we're going to bring this army down. At this point, Sweden can no longer stand against us. Sweden is defeated at this point. They just don't know it yet. So this is allegedly going to be 14 months. We'll see how it goes with our siege events. We're sieging here as well, and we probably want to leave a smaller siege force here for this. So something like that. And then these guys, I would like them to park somewhere where they don't take attrition. Or come down here. Okay, and then we'll need to have a siege commander here, of course, if we've got another one. We could pay to recruit this guy. It's only 20 gold. So we'll do it. Excellent. Now we can head in over here and siege. Hang on. We can fight these guys. I don't want to take the attrition tick, so that's fine. We'll just siege here. We've got a tri-siege going on here. This is a little greedy because of this. Okay. So, we do need to deal with this Swedish force here. And I think the way to do that will be to head up this direction. These guys will abandon their siege. This is fine. And we'll continue this siege, which is not currently threatened. So we're at 31% right now. And these guys are going to look to group together like over here-ish? No, more like over here. So they're in the fog here. We don't know exactly where. Ah. Now we do. We're not going to catch them here, sadly. But we can come in behind them. They're going to walk into here. Which means that they're going to fight this. We're going to take attrition no matter what here. No matter which direction we go. But they're actually not going to fight this. Interesting. Okay. We're just going to walk in here. Now, these guys are heading up this way. I'm assuming they're heading to threaten this force. So we're going to go reinforce it with this one. Now, these guys are busy for the moment. They're going to need to be redirected this way for sure. Oh, this is convenient. Let's finish this battle. Any moment now. There we go. And we'll head in here. These guys are going to want to retreat as soon as they can. And they actually got stack wiped. I could not retreat them. I was attempting to click to retreat them. But that's fine. It's not relevant. Because we can defeat this force no problem whatsoever. That was worth 16%, them stack wiping that? That's absurd. Okay, it doesn't actually matter, other than that 16%. So we'll grab Praetorian Guard. And this siege has now finished. So we're going to go hit their capital. There we go. And we are, of course, defeating the Swedish army here. No problem whatsoever. Now we're going to come over this way. And I'm wondering where exactly the Swedish army is going here. Off over this way. For now, we're going to park here, right next to our siege force. And we're just going to take their capital. This will be fine. This will be absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever. We're just going to get our troops reinforced a little bit. And we need to reinforce these guys. Of course, we're not going to really do so. This is hostile territory, but that's fine. 8 months to go on this siege, allegedly. It will actually be a little bit shorter than that. And we can sponsor this person that wants to make an axe, right? Actually, she's a pariah of court. I'm judged harshly for my hospitality towards Gertruda the criminal, who is avoided by almost everyone on account of their wicked faith. My failure to condemn and continued proximity to this irredeemable fiend is perceived as open tolerance, tarnishing my court's reputation in the eyes of the elders and faithful. They have forced my hand, and now I must decide whether my wife's crimes outweigh my affections for her. Surely something must be done. Are courtiers really so hard to replace? She would convert, and that's definitely the way to go. There we go. No problem whatsoever there. Okay, so they're actually disembarking over here. We're going to walk up that way. If we can catch them while they're recently disembarked, then that's a huge deal. Yeah, we're going to catch them here. They're still recently disembarked for 8 days. Are we going to catch them while they're still recently disembarked? Yes, we are. Cool. So we're going to win another battle here, and in the meantime, our siege of their capital is ending. 4 months to go on that one. Excellent. So that's another battle victory. So we're up to 29% from battles there. We're going to move these guys down to here to reinforce. And these guys are retreating. We'll let them do so. We're down to Court Grandeur level 1. Hilarious. An inspired person can be sponsored, and let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what happens with that. Cool. 60 days left over here. And we got an axe of fine craftsmanship. Fantastic. Okay. We can use that after we're done with the sword, probably. 35 more days here on this siege. We're at 51% war score, and where is their leader right now? He's actually in the capital, so this may end the war. That'd be ideal if it did. These guys are coming back. We captured his son, but that didn't quite end the war. I want to select these guys. There we go. Okay. We're going to walk on over here. And we're going to cut down over this direction. Yes. Hang on. We can catch these guys here. Well, that's a little obnoxious. I was fooled by the pictures, or the predictions. So they stack wipe that for us. That's not a big deal, though. It really, really isn't. We're going to win this. I'm quite certain of this. Even though the game said we would lose, we're definitely going to win. But yeah, the timing here was a little awkward for us. There's no doubt about it. But we win that. That is a victory. That puts us up to 89%. It is time to put a cut in here. This war is under control at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will finish this off. I don't think that this siege will win us the war, but it'll be very, very close. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I will see you all next time.